I mean, I can't even front. Why are you constantly giving people epic versions of a gun they already don't have? Plant a bomb and search and destroy. No. Kill 10 enemies against who I can. No. Neil, give me nothing. Win, search, no. Ground war. Get 350 kills in hardcore modes. Calling 35. Wait. What I got on my thing here? What orders I got pending? Ground war. Pit fire. Win 30 matches. Okay, we still good there. Okay. Let's go back over to the little one. Let's go to you. Let's see what you got. I have the Gruber. Kills in war, no. Kill confirmed, no. 60 kills in domination. We can do that. Capture 8 points in domination. We can do that. Okay. Let's find a match. I don't know if they're going to let us do it the way we was doing it before. Shipment 1944. There you go. Everybody's favorite map. Back to what I was saying. You play Modern Warfare Remastered and you play this game, you feel a definite difference in the game. I didn't think it would be that dramatic, but I think the thing that I think people have a nostalgia about what Call of Duty was back in the day, and it was a lot of fun, but I ain't even gonna lie to people, man. It don't feel right. I can't put it no better than that. It don't feel right. Oh my God. See how that moves? The fluidity is way different. Fluidity is way different. It moves so much better. I can't even describe how that feels. Yo, this is way better. This is way better. Look at that, killing people and everything. Way better. All I can say is wow. Yeah. You know, people hate on Call of Duty World War II, but I'll be honest with you, you can feel a marked difference in the way the game plays and feels. I'll be honest with you, good people. Oh God, I thought that bitch was dead. She ain't dead at all. Oh, she got me. Yeah, I ain't got that many kill streaks on. Holy shit. Look at that. It just feels different. I'm sorry, bro. I thought you was the enemy. I thought you were the enemy. Oh, Lord. I thought you were the enemy. Well, I will be buying black. After playing it for a little while, I'm gonna be honest with you, it don't feel right. When you play it like the gun, the fluidity, that neck coat or what? Ooh, good Lord, he just slaughtered everybody. World War II, I will say it right now after going back and playing Modern Warfare Remastered, and those gonna sit up here and tell me, oh, I'm wrong, I ain't played the other. No. I'm telling you right now, this is better. Oh, God. This is way better. This is way better. This is way better. It's way better. Holy crap! You see that? Uh-oh. Oh. This gun is pretty good. Oh my God. I got blown the fuck up. Yeah, World War II is about. I might end up buying the map packs for this. Even though Call of Duty for this year is basically over, I might end up getting the map packs for this game because it's not bad. After playing Modern Warfare Remastered, my nephew tried to warn me. He tried to warn me. Sometimes you gotta listen to a nigga who don't play the shit before you. And it's just, you know, I'll be honest with you. You can say old ass guns if you want to, but when you play it, you feel like, okay, it's not a modern shooter. Let me not even tell you that. It's not. But what it is you really feel the difference in the game. Yeah, you really feel the difference. Boy, these boys are getting. Oh shit. Hip fire. Yeah, you can feel the difference. Yeah, you can feel the difference, man. It's far better. This is a very good gun. I must say, never played with it in a long time. Yeah, it's a very good gun. Very good for hip fire. Very good for hip fire. It's a very good gun for hip firing. Baby. After playing this and playing Modern Warfare Remastered, I can honestly say this is a better game. This is worlds better. It may not look like it when you play it. You know what it is? It's like going to a restaurant. You see that hamburger that got all the stuff out there sloppy and it looks terrible, but when you put it to your mouth, it tastes great. But then you go to McDonald's and get that Big Mac that's all stained, then it's dry in the middle. The game looks really good from the outside, but when you play it, it's dry. It's sticky. It's like, I don't understand. It's weak. But you know, moving forward. You know, let me see how much energy my phone got before I can call that woman. It's at 6. See, it's at 6% already. What was happening was the other thing was not charging my phone. It wasn't charging my phone, and she's gonna be mad. Yo, she gonna be mad, but it's okay though. She's an understanding woman. That's one thing I must be honest about Filipino women. They expect you to be a man. In America, they expect you to be a fool. I'm only joking. Don't take it too serious, though. I mean, for real. Like, yo, why won't you let a man be a man? They want to be your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle. Good grief. Sisters, I'm only joking. Please don't get mad at me. Don't shoot a nigga now. I'm not Kanye West. Don't worry. I'm not that nigga. I'm not that nigga. You feel me? I'm not that nigga. So, what I want to say is that I've enjoyed lately, you know, I've been in a party for about 2 months now, since my peoples don't talk to me no more. And you know, me and my nephew, we talk a little bit, we doing our little commentating shit, you know. It's okay, you know, it's different. It's different, it's really, really different. You get used to it though, you know. Now you go about doing your business and you have fun, you know, you don't get into too many deep conversations like I was getting into, you know, we was talking about some every damn time. But it's a different situation now, you know. Ooh, good Lord, you just threw a grenade and killed me. Wow. You see that nigga step back? But yeah, it's time to kill this floor here, which I understand why they did that now. Because I'm being honest, you really don't get a chance to do anything like worthwhile. Like I can understand the kills here, I can see, but the kills like they was killing in the other game, not very realistic. I mean, not saying any kill in the game is realistic. Really, it isn't. You know, I need to take that silencer off. What am I doing? I don't need that. Anyway, wow, they fucking us up in team deathmatch, huh? Okay. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I still killed him. You get high and high and shit. Oh, come on, bro. Why you gonna shoot me in the back, man? I'm trying to get this damn thing. Uh-oh. Man, I am. See, that's another thing that I don't like about this game. I'll be honest. The uniform thing is terrible. The uniforms you have are terrible. You really can't tell who's who. I wish everybody was in one color or the other, and that'd be it. Because honestly, oh, that was a nice one. Bitch, get out of my face. You know, that was quick. Yeah, I mean, you know. Damn. He just walked away from that. Hey, yo, nigga, we on the same. See, that's what I'm saying. The color scheme is messed up. It's the only thing I say sometimes, like, yo, don't you understand we're on the same side? I can't even say anything about that because sometimes I do the same. You be shooting and you be just pulling the trigger because everybody's dressed in the same kind of stupid looking camouflage. Oh, see, look at that. I hate that. There's nothing. I mean, one thing I will change, though, if I could, if you could just please stop with the explosions giving us inertia. That shit is retarded. Uh-oh. Dropping bombs away on them. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, three-piece! Three-piece victory, nigga! It was a three-piece victory! And they not gonna show it. You ain't gonna show it. No, you ain't gonna show it, nigga. That wasn't the killer. Yo, they had the lead, nigga. Go back and watch this video. Them niggas had the lead. And the bomb I dropped won the game. Won the game. See, I can play this hit. I can play Black Ops probably as well. But I think I probably can't because actually the fluidity is different. You really feel like, I don't know, like they said, okay, Call of Duty, what such and such is a Twitch shooter. That game feels extremely slow now. This game using old back weapons, and you can feel the difference. Now, my car's coming in June. I have deals and deals and deals and deals and deals. Nah, we don't want that. Don't want that. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Man, come on. Huh? What the hell? How they go down by one? Hit fire. Okay. Let me go ahead and capture these flags. This is everybody want to play. They want to play domination. Anyway, like I was saying, you know, you have to really think about this as logically as possible. Let's see what my juice is at now in my phone. Look at that. It's over 10 already. It's over 10. That other thing, that other cord does not charge. I don't know what it does. Maybe it just lights up. I'm about to unplug that one. About to unplug that one and get rid of it. Now, once again, I'm thinking about HDR. I don't seen it a few times. You know, I must be honest, it is nice. It's nice, you know, it's nice, real nice. See, nothing. This gun here, I must be honest, you really don't. I don't know what it is about this variant here. This gun is really accurate and really nice. Really, really, really good and accurate. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy, just dropping them niggas like flies off. Uh-oh. 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 Should have went left. Wow. That nigga laid down. I ain't laying down, niggas. Uh-oh. Oh, he got a shotgun. I tried to hip fire here. He got a shotgun. You know, I'm not trying to really win. I just wanted to get these, whatchamacallits out of the way. I mean, if I wanted to play hard, I'd use my light machine gun, which is my favorite weapon type. Two-piece. Two-piece with a side of gravy on the side. We got some KFC going on in here. Uh-oh. Nigga, come on, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This here, I must be honest, I've mastered the way to play this one here. If I want to, I ain't really, I'm just trying to get the little things. Uh-oh. 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 Shotgun up close is a dangerous thing. Hello, lady. Hello, lady. I like your style up close though. I can't even front. Got that. We got that 3-piece going. We gotta need one more. Give me one more. Oh, yo, no, my nigga. Oh no, my nigga. Oh no, my nigga. There we go. Bombs away. Oh, did I get them? I think I got them. Oh, I got 2 of them anyway. Oh, that's the only. Oh God, that was terrible. My hip fire game gotta be on point. I gotta do better. You gotta do better. Like Kratos said, don't be sorry, be better. Don't be sorry, be better. Oh, well, challenge complete. Oh. I've seen an invitation coming. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who that is. Logo Angel. Running with me shotgun. Old school rap right there. For those that don't understand. Yeah, we right here with the love. Oh my God. Can I please just get my little things I need to get, please? Please. Halftime. Can I please just get my kills? My kills. Now, let's talk about the next level of video gaming going on here. Sony's really killing it. Listen, I'm a fanboy, I'm gonna admit that. Yo, real talk, I am a fanboy type nigga. I'm a fucking nigga when it comes to that. I do promote Sony more than any other console. I don't give a fuck about Nintendo. I don't give a rat's ass about none of the others. I'm just being honest, right? But unlike some that say, oh, I'm not a fanboy and lie, I'm a fanboy. I'm pro Sony through and through. You know, I was on PlayStation before I was on Xbox. Always. And that's no hate to the Xbox community as a whole. All I'm saying is, to be honest with you guys that play on Xbox, you gotta call a spade and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like Ella. Let it go, let it. You know, y'all, I'm saying nothing. There's a parody out there called I'm a Hoe. It is so funny. It is so funny. If it wasn't real, it'd be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny, yo. It is so. Y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta see it. That shit is hilarious. It's hilarious. I don't care. She's like, I'm a hoe, can't hold it back anymore. Talking about how come you should shoot right through her. Good Lord. Ah, man, Joe, it was funny. It was funny. I love that. You know, one thing I want to tell you, though, good people, is that I didn't understand as a younger man that how much that sex is important to women. It's more important to them than it is to you, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go on some real life, not video gaming shit right here for a second. I sat up here and I used to think being nice and what. No, let me tell you something. What a woman really wants. She wants to be fucked and made satisfied. That's what she wants. More than anything else, she wants that, and you gotta be able to provide that. I'm being honest, brothers and sisters. Well, more brothers. Well, no, that sisters are like sisters today too, so I can't even say just brothers. And when I say brothers and sisters, I mean everybody. I don't just mean black people. No, I'm down for everybody. I want to help my own. I want to help everybody. I'm not anti-nobody. That ain't who I am, you know. But I love my peoples first and foremost, like everybody else loves their peoples. You know, we all Americans, right? But you know, we forget that sometimes. You know, when a person goes outside this country and we say, oh yeah, well, I'm American, but I don't agree with Donald Trump. I'm being honest with you, brothers and sisters. It really don't make a difference. He's still the president, unfortunately. He's not my president, you know, but to some, he is their president. And we got to respect the people that voted for him, even though I will say this to conservative, so what you call conservative Americans, you need to really get off your high horse now, because this dude's a child molester. I don't know if he's a child molester. I shouldn't say that. That's just speculation. I shouldn't say that. That's wrong. I apologize for that. This guy is a womanizer. Let me tell you something. I ain't met a man yet that ain't a womanizer. Men like women. If we wasn't like that, we'd be gay. We're like other men. You know? So men like women. Most men. I ain't gonna say all. You know, some pretend like they do and really don't. And I think we need to understand, like, you know, I remember a brother from Africa saying, I don't understand why you're mad at Trump. He's a man being a man. And they like, I don't know about, come on, man. Your man out there cheating too. Come on, girl. Don't lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you got a guy, he don't cheat at least once. Oh, my man don't cheat. That's a lie. Your man don't cheat it too. It's in the DNA, but ladies, it's in the DNA. What's the number one thing that men want to do, even if they don't want to take care of it, is to make babies? What's the possibility of getting pregnant, having sex? You think niggas having sex? Self-consciously, they think they're having sex to just come. Sex ain't even all that, yo. It's great. It's a feeling of what you call it. To be honest with you, it makes you feel real good, but it's not like everything. You know, some people say, "Oh, yeah, I'm just a sex." Man, come on, bro. It ain't that much in the world. You know, let's be real. You know, I hate when people say things that they know blatantly is not true. I'm the best in the world in the bed. Nobody's the best in the world in the bed. It's a lie. You may be real good at what you do, but you ain't the best. Ain't no such thing as the best. You know, nobody's the best at anything. But, you know, I want to keep it real with you people because, you know, it needs to be said about some of these things that's going on in this world. You know, Kanye West. Let me give you another example. Kanye West. Black folks, if slavery was a choice, nigga, I know you been fucking Kim Kardashian. I know you been hanging with her family. That's fine. But come on, bro. You got to realize something. It's like saying the Holocaust was a choice for the Jews. How could they fight the greatest army in the world at the time, the Nazis? What gonna happen? Were there people that revolted and fought back at the end of World War II? Of course. Black people fought back against slavery too. Let me tell you something. When Rome invaded Britain like 2 or 3 times, it took 2 or 3 times for them to subdue Europe, that part of Europe, right? Realize something. When white folks first went into Africa, and this is way before colonialism, we're talking about the Greeks and Romans. They ran into some tough niggas. And it took them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. When niggas first met Arab people, they wasn't called Arabs at the time, they was called Asiatics. We fought them too. But you know, the thing is, Victor, like, okay, I'll give you an example. Let's take black out of it. Let's take Hispanic out of it, because I kind of consider Hispanics and blacks the same things in some cases. Not all. Let's take that out of it, right? When the Romans went into the Gaulish areas, right? And there's whole people who were Gauls at the time. The Romans wiped them out. Slavery can get you to be extincted too. You know what I'm saying? Slavery can make you extinct. Some people are so foolish to believe, oh, you know, I can fight this. You can't fight nothing, nigga. Wake up. I don't know what you think you can do when you're outnumbered and outgunned. It's like the most foolish thing I've ever heard. Now, I'll be a straight up real with you. I'm going to be 100 but fitted with you people, right? Do I feel like sometimes I wish my ancestors would have fought more during the Civil War? I mean, not the Civil War, but like back then, of course sometimes I feel like they should have fought more. I feel like, damn, you should, but you know what? I wasn't them, and I wasn't back then. I don't know what they was up against. I don't know what had happened to them. You know, if you see your daughter constantly raped, if you see, this is for the Hispanics too, down in Puerto Rico and parts of Mexico and other little parts in Brazil where the niggas at, for real, you sit there and have to take that. How you gonna fight it? Well, people, and it's not like black folk and other groups of people, I'm not just gonna speak on black people here. It ain't like groups of people did not band together to resist oppression. It's always been that way. But you know what? Just like can't everybody dump a basketball, can't everybody resist. Some people have to find resistance in their own way. I didn't think I had to tell a nigga this who went to college this. You know what I'm saying? You know Kim Kardashian's people? Your girl, your wife, half-breed of your daughter, her people's Armenian, right? Why didn't the Armenians resist the Turk? Why didn't they fight the Turk? You know why? Because the Turks slaughtered them niggas. It's like anything else, man. Come on, get off wake up. This nothing against Armenians at all. I'm just speaking real to be speaking real. It's nothing against them as a people. I respect all people as people. But to come out and say, oh, you could have did more, you could have fought back harder. Yeah, you can say that. This is not like you was a schoolyard fighting, you're just fighting people one-on-one. Even then, sometimes, just like, I'll give you an example. Nigga, you from the south side of Chicago. I'm from the west side, right? I know I had a fight one time with this guy, right? I tell this to everybody. Had this fight with this guy, right? One-on-one fight. Me, I'm 9. He's 9. His 17-year-old brother kicked me in the back with a boot. Fair fight? We're kids. Not a fair fight. And you turn around and say they could have resisted. How? Slaves were not the majority in this country. I'll give you another example. After the Civil War, after the Great Civil War, we had the free of slaves. Let me tell you what happened. Blacks down in New Orleans or close to New Orleans had a straight up ham dog fight with some racist people. You know what happened? The government gave those racist people cannons. Now, sure enough, the niggas resisted hard. They fought for a long time. Right? What happened? The government gave the people cannons to fight them. There was a fight in the city. I forget where this city was at, right? There was a race riot. And when the whites were slaughtering the blacks, nothing happened. No government. Anybody seen the Rosewood? What the government do about when all those black people got slaughtered in Rosewood? And every community around there, they did nothing. Did nothing. Now, I don't know if this is a story or just a movie. So anybody on Twitter, whatever, tell me. Nobody did nothing. There's a little scene where a group of white men stood together and said, no, you ain't gonna come in here and kill our niggas. We got good niggas here. Leave our niggas alone. Maybe that happened, maybe it didn't. I doubt it. I doubt it. Now, I will say this. Just like when Nazi Germany was at its height, there were good German people that resisted Adolf Hitler. And just like in the abolitionist movement, people that have lost their lives, who you are, Kanye, who ain't black. You spit on their name when you say that. You spit on everybody's black name who fought for you to be able to do what you're doing. Now, I've never heard Kim Kardashian come out and say, it was the Armenians, they could have resisted more when they had that death march when the Turks did that to them. I don't think Kim Kardashian will come out of her mouth and say that. Because it would be untrue. I'm not speaking against you, Kim, so please don't sue me. I'm broke, alright? I'm just being honest. It's a retarded thing to say. We can fight back harder. You can do this, you can do that. Listen. There have been situations in Africa. There's a country in Africa never been conquered. It's called Ethiopia, right? But there's parts of Africa from north to bottom before colonization. And here's another story that you need to know. For those who don't know history, right? I'm going to give you a big chunk of history. Africa has been colonized a bunch of times. What are you talking about? Listen to what I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you another thing that you don't know. Africans have also been colonizers. So where did black people colonize? Black people colonized southern Spain. That's how. Yes, it is. Look at the history. They got pictures of niggas all over the walls. Those ain't Arabs, them niggas. Niggas colonized in Italy. Look at the history books. It's there. Those were niggas. Niggas who were Egyptians at the time. I understand today the Arabs look like white people, and I'm not talking about them. Nobody talking about them. I'm talking about the real niggas who were Egyptians, the first Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans. I don't get, you know what? Fuck that. I don't need no Greek or Roman to tell me nothing. I get tired of when black people, well, with the fuck the Romans, fuck the Greeks. Real talk. I tell you, if a dime doesn't think, I'll tell you something. If you ask me as a black person, did black people build Buckingham Palace? I would say no. Did black people in Africa build the Louvre? I would say no. But if you ask me if white people built the pyramids, some idiots around the world will say yes. Why do you believe that? You don't see that in a movie, and you don't read that in a book by a person that has a racist identification in his mind. I'm going to tell you another group that they made up. Let me tell you how people are so foolish, right? People will tell you something, and you will take it, right? Give you an example. In history books, they talk about a group called the Hamites. Who are the Hamites? Ain't nowhere in history Hamites ever existed. They don't exist. There's no group or related group to Hamites. I'll tell you who did exist. Canaanites, Amorites, Hittites, Nadites, all them niggas existed. All their history is scattered through the Middle East and parts of Africa. To this day, they're still there. You know who existed? The Ashanti existed. The ancient Egyptians existed. The Carthaginians existed. The Romans existed. The Greeks existed. The other countries that eventually made up China, their ancient technologies and their culture and their architecture is still there to this day. To this day. Where's the Hamites? Don't exist. I'll give you another name that people go to all the time. There's this place in history called Great Ethiopia. The name of that place is Great Ethiopia. And no army conquered it. That place was called the Terran Empire. I'm going to tell you about the Terran Empire, right? I'm going to tell you about the Terran Empire. When these dudes do these books and stuff like comic books, like I tell people all the time, the X-Men comes from what Stan Lee and them learned about Malcolm X. You know how many people have no idea that X is related to Malcolm X, the civil rights struggle? And so many people get it mixed up in their mind, it has nothing to do with the other. Yes, it does. The one thing about Marvel as opposed to a certain extent, Marvel has always been more conscious. It's a conscious entertainment rag. The comic book. It's conscious. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've watched a lot of DC stuff. There hadn't been a black or Hispanic in that crap ever. The old comic book, she was a typewriter person. She couldn't do nothing. Wonder Woman now will kill you. You know what's so funny? The woman that plays her is an alien. So that's another thing. I ain't gonna go into that. But anyway, just telling you how messed up it is in mentality. There were people that know that. Now let's go over to another point. I'm talking about colonies. No. I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Terran Empire. Okay. The Terran Empire, and I'm going to tell you there was more than just the Terran Empire. There was this country called Elysia. This was also on the African continent. Now, I want to put something out there about hair and hair texture, right? The Terrans, the Elysians, the Pangeans, I can't say all the names because then people are going to go looking around and try to figure out how white people did this. No white people were involved. But I'm going to choose those three. That was the Terran Empire, that was the Elysian Empire, and that was Pangea. Now, Pangea is the oldest of the three that I can mention. The other ones, me as a black person, I'm not going to talk about. Because black people like keeping our secrets now. Every time we tell somebody something, they try to find out how it wasn't us. You know. So we're going to go past that. We don't care. Now, the Pangeans, right? The Pangeans were a worldwide empire. Worldwide. Before Britain, before Rome, before China, before all them people. That was the Pangean Empire. Now, I'm going to give you who the Pangeans were and what they look like. Pangeans were black people, but they're not our kind of black people. How can I put this? It's like if you go back 5,000 years in history, and you take now, true enough, there will be similarities, but there'll be differences. Mind you, this was like 60 to 70,000 years ago. This was not like 40,000, 50, this is 60 to 70,000. The people that DNA don't even exist. Number one. Number two, their faces are scattered everywhere. These burnt black faces with this long white hair and stuff. Now, where do you see Pangeans in popular culture? The only one you ever see is Storm. What is with this black person in certain things that you see in ancient stuff with long white hair? They're not old. This is not gray. Their hair is long and white. They have gray to green eyes. Never blue. Never blue. These were the Pangeans. They were the first. Not the first civilization. The first to have a worldwide civilization. Right? Now, during the Pangeans' time, they ran into the Amorons. The Amorons were in Asia. The Amorons were a group of people who were closely related to what you would call the Filipinos, Laotians, in that area of the world, right? What is different? There's a lot of islands in Southeast Asia where there was once land. And when you go underneath the water, I'm going to give you another one that nobody ever tells you, which is also true. At one time, the world had giant lakes and rivers scattered all around. And they were connected. But then there were those that weren't connected. There was a mighty lake that sat in between where North America and Africa sits today that became an ocean. Because there's land, there's seas and cities under there that they don't know where they came from, right? There's cities off the coast of America and Africa and Asia, they don't know where they come from. These were the Amerindians and the Pangeans. The Pangeans were the superpower of the area. Now let me tell you something, there were other great civilizations. Polynesians, Hawaiians, Samoans, they had their own great civilizations. But all of it sank. There's a word in the story about the Great Flood, right? The Great Flood. There is something deeper than that, and I'm going to tell you a secret that nobody talks about. There have been 5 great cataclysms. 5. Before Pangea, and the other 2 places I can't even mention. One was in Antarctica, and the other was what we would call the Arctic Circle. Those peoples, their tongues, their languages, everything that was connected to those human beings is gone. It's gone. And we're not talking like a genocidal thing. We're talking like, you know how you watch those movies, those old movies, like those futuristic movies like Mad Max, like World War III don't happen, or Empire Ashes, they don't have World War III, and the world is slowly coming back from after the nuclear holocaust. The very first cataclysm was not natural. It was man-made. They had made a weather weapon. I hear you right now, your weather weapon. Listen, there was this, in technology, what we use today is like plastic and metal. There's been technology though where they didn't use no metal. They used organic materials to make technology. They just can't do it today because that knowledge is lost. Now, what happened was, and I can't mention these first 2 because this is a deep black secret. This is one of those secrets that niggas know that don't say. Just like we knew the first people in the world were black. We didn't have to tell you that, but these people though, if you were to see them, were also black looking because the first people in the world were black, okay? These were black looking people, right? But their hair was different. They had long hair. If you would say they had kind of closer to Asian or European hair texture. That's what their hair was like. These first 2 civilizations, right? I can't say their names, but they built pyramids. They had their own thing, and they were worldwide. Outside of their 2 great countries, they call the rest of the world the Great Wide. Now, it didn't mean these people didn't have serious situations going on in their countries. They did. They had their own version of World War everything. These great two powers had a war. Their war destroyed them both, utterly. And the pieces that were left, those people went to the continent today that we call Africa. Let me tell you something. Africa is not where humanity started. Humanity started on Earth, but not necessarily Africa. You just find the oldest bones in Africa. The whole world has not even been charted. Oh yeah, we know everything got this bull crap. There's areas in the Pacific, in the Atlantic, and on the continent of Africa that people haven't even walked foot on. There's places in America where people haven't walked foot on. I'm telling you, lying. Number two, let's go back to Pangea. Pangea, which these were the remnants of these two great empires. The very first two, we're back about 100,000 plus years ago. I don't know how far back, because their history was older than that. Mankind has been around more than 3, 4, 5 million years. You think we've only been cavemen? Come on. Now, you go to Pangea. The world is drying out. There was more land than there was water, but the world was lush. People lived to be hundreds of years old. Nobody lived 50 to 60 years. People lived 6, 7, 800 years. It's written in the Bible. Why is the Bible about people 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, 2,000 years old? And people don't live that long now. Because the atmosphere in the world is different. Now this happened in the great cataclysm of Pangea. I'm finna fuck with you right now. Pangea's great cataclysm was called the Great Amalgamation. This is not what land turned into water. This is where the ground became fire. There were volcanoes going off everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. The Pangean Empire, after 16,000 years worldwide. Here's something else I want to tell you about the Pangeans. True, pure blood Pangeans, Pangeans still exist. They escaped our world. I'm not saying they went to space. I don't want to say they went to interdimensional. They left. They do not. It's not like they got wiped out. Those that survived lived somewhere completely else, and maybe in a few thousand years we will run into those who were one of the first peoples of humanity to leave Earth before we even existed. Moving forward, after Pangea and the Amalgamation and the other three that were scattered around the world, though Pangea was the top dog, the cities, the ground cooled, and the world sank. Where there was once lush lands became water. And a great island that sat in the center of the world, the true term Middle Earth once existed. Once existed. Alright? Here's a story. You wonder why in movies that we have dwarves and elves and people with different colored skin with ears and all this stuff. Where did the imagination come from? These people never existed in our reality. A lie. People who have pointy ears and things like that once existed in our reality. There was a Middle Earth. Middle Earth was Atlantis. But Atlantis was not one country. It was a giant. I would say, you take Alaska and you take Australia and you take like the Philippines and like Southeast Asia and stuck them together. It was a giant island. Now, these countries expanded around the world. On the other side of the world, the extension to the rest of Atlantis was in the west. These are where the Polynesian people, those Samoans, the Tongans, them peoples. This is where they come from. Then there's a strong relationship to Africa. Then there's a strong relationship to Asia. Now, let me say something that I don't want to make people mad about. I'm not saying that Europeans exist. They were. Let me say this. The Europeans had a chance to exist outside of what was going on in the world for a long time. Europe was cold, and also Europe was isolated. These people had technology, but it wasn't to the level that we have it. They didn't have no flying machines, but they were able to fly. I'm not even going to talk about that. Their civilizations was destroyed. So the world started to dry out again. And this empire of Atlantis started to cover places in the world where there is no land today. And when the great next cataclysm hit, it destroyed Atlantis. It destroyed all. It's like somebody took an eraser and erased what they were. Their cities, their pyramids, their temples, their gods are gone. Gone. Just gone. Now, people say Atlantis was about 10 to 20,000 years ago. No, it wasn't. It's like 40 to 35,000 years ago when it fell. After Atlantis, there was one more place in Southeast Asia where those people that had worshipped the giant floating spiritual turtles existed. If you go underwater today, you'll still see their great cities. They were what was left after the great cataclysms, right? There has not been a great cataclysm since then. I can't mention all the other little countries that existed that were great, their own little space, but they didn't exist. Now, after that, the Terran Empire and what they call Great Ethiopia. These are the last. If you let's say if you take Chicago, surrounded. Let's say America's gone, the world is gone, but Chicago's still pretty much in. The world starts to come back. That's basically what you have. These were like small. They were cities, and they just survived the cataclysm. Then, at the time, they eventually too fall. So, in history, that's what happened. Now, let's talk about right now. We are facing a cataclysm. And people are like, no, yeah, we are. We're facing a cataclysm. And people don't want to understand that. And I try to tell them all the time that you're looking at the height of this civilization. A lot of people don't understand what I mean. That doesn't mean that I mean this civilization is finna fall. I think we're going to get off this planet. I think we're going to explore space. But mankind's time, this particular form of us, is at the end of its road. And we've had these countries that we have now, and things are so it's like stale. All right, and we have to change if we want to survive. I know some people are not going to believe what I'm saying. They're not going to want to hear what I'm saying. You know, they're not going to want to believe that, but that's okay. You don't have to believe it. Every civilization falls. Everybody falls in the end. All goes down. So, understand the civilization is at its zenith. It's at its end. You know, they're not going to tell you that. And it's sad. You know, you have to realize something, good people. You gotta realize that. I hope some people really do get the understanding of why I say that. You know, we're living in a time of great, what they call it, consternation. Things are happening right now that shouldn't be happening. And most people don't seem to understand that we're living in an era where we don't supposed to be. We're supposed to be past all this. We're supposed to be on the next level. But what they're doing is basically keeping us stationary. They're not letting us progress. We are oppressed. People say, no, I'm not. Yeah, you are. You know, just because you got a couple of dollars don't mean you're not oppressed. You're oppressed. You're stuck. And you don't realize you're stuck. They're letting you touch a little bit of the technology that exists right now. You're touching a little bit of it. You're not really seeing or feeling what this society really has to offer. At this level, there should be no hungry people. You know, when the Terrans and the others were around, and those places where people lived, the Terrans took care of everybody. The Atlanteans took care of everybody. This selfishness thing is something brand new. Being honest with you, it's something brand new. This whole idea of national identity and stuff like that. I mean, people, that's not saying that people didn't look different. This idea that we are all not the same human beings is something that's really scaring me, because what they don't understand is if you eliminate a group of people, no matter if they're white people, black people, whatever, the whole human race loses. Oh, I'm better than this group of people because we got more technology right now. You're not more better. You're not. The gods didn't make us this way. We made ourselves this way. This racism, this hatred, this anti-religious element I'm starting to hear people, which I kind of understand, because to a certain extent, religion did bring about racism. Well, these religions, Christianity and Islam. But did racism exist before then? I don't think it did. I don't think it existed. Like, it was more like you're Roman. A Roman was a different word from a Gaul. To be honest with you, they weren't. It's one race on earth, the human race. And 1,000 years from now, maybe 2,000 years from now, people are starting to look different than they did back then. You know, I'm American, right? I live in what we call a mixed society. It is, you know, we got those claiming that they're 100% white. Nobody 100% anything. If you're American, you ain't 100% nothing. Don't you believe that? Don't you believe that? You know, it's crazy that people believe that they are 100% of something. You ain't 100% of nothing. Nothing. You're 100% human, yes. The height of the racial animosity thing that happened was the Nazis. But in human history, there's been men worse than Hitler. Hitler had the gun. There's been men like Caesar, who only had the sword, the spear, and the shield, who slaughtered millions. The Romans were no joke. They were no joke. And people who take them for being a joke are fools and idiots. The Romans were a beast of a people. Beast. Hear me? The Greeks were no joke. But you know what? As all things do, they fall. And I know some people just hold on to past glory like that's going to last forever. It's not really. You know. I try to tell people all the time, like, you're trying to hold out for what happened 500 years ago. Look, I'm not Egyptian. I'm not ancient Egyptian. I'm not modern Egyptian. I'm just a black nigga from America. Was my ancestors in ancient Egypt and built pyramids? Of course they were. But were my ancestors in Europe building castles and shit? Not really. Where's niggas didn't do that? We had castles and there was temples and stuff like that, but that way of building is a European thing. The Onion Dome is a European thing. You know, I try to tell people too that, wow, this nigga did a hop leap jump and shot me. Well, see, I hate this map. This map here is one of the maps where you just sit there and people, they hold down that one zone and will not move from it. But it's okay. Wow, he jumped around the corner again. Watch this nigga. We're watching Drifter now. Oh boy. Yo people, if we don't get out of that, I can't even, you can't even see. Can't even see. You know what? Go the other way. Like I was gonna say. What the fuck? This? Wow. Wow. Go, 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 go! Nigga, what are you doing? Why you always trying to do... oh my God. I swear these niggas be killing me. Why are you trying to... Boy, you don't want to win. I don't think you do. You scared of your own shot. Oh shit. Man, I had no help. No help. No help. Where my backup at? I'm putting bullets to meat and these niggas ain't giving me no help. Where the meat meets metal. That shit is terrible. I'm about to go back to God of War in a second. Where is the help? Good Lord. Where's the help? Y'all all going the same direction. What the hell is that? I don't understand how you letting them niggas come around here. We weren't able to go around that way. Oh my God. Oh my God. I swear it's like I'm by myself every time I go out here. These niggas ain't giving no help. I've tried. I tried so hard. What the? I didn't even get a hit marker. Wow. Wow. What is this? Boy. Teammates are terrible.
Keep this up and you will find yourself on the Eastern Front.